Hi, this is Pennie Rumsey. I am founder of the Path of Providence, where our mission is to create solutions for the world through synergy. I know I kind of look scary today. We're having a sick day. The kids are kind of sick, but I wanted to share with you a quick message that has to do with my parenting. So in the Path of Providence, what I teach is that there are 3 phases to victory. The first phase is your personal victory. The second phase is your family victory, and the third phase is your mission victory. I've noticed that these phases have happened throughout my life and my own personal journey, and I think that they lead us toward being a greater instrument and having greater capacity. So today I want to share with you something that has helped me with my family victory, and it's a tool that I got from Stephen R. Covey. He calls it the Four Quadrants. You can find a really cool picture of it on the internet if you just Google Stephen R. Covey, Four Quadrants, and you'll be able to find this picture I'm going to show you in a second. I heard him teach it with the time management stuff that he does. And it's a tool that you can use to be able to analyze and prioritize what you're doing. He uses it when you're prioritizing your time and your to-do list of what to do and when to do it. And I recently heard Kim Flynn, who is a women's business consultant trainer, she used it when she analyzed money. And I today am going to teach you how to use this tool to help you analyze your parenting corrections, okay? So one of the challenges I have as a parent is that I tend to correct things that aren't really important. For example, how much butter you put on your toast. It might be important, it might not be if it causes bad health or whatever like that. Or for instance, what order my kids eat their food in. Okay, so some of these things aren't really important, and I've struggled a lot with knowing what's important to correct and knowing what's not, because I grew up with a passive type of parenting style. Nicolene Peck of Teaching Self-Government, she teaches that there's different parenting styles. And those parenting styles is number 1, passive, number 2, passive-aggressive, or number 3, aggressive, and then number 4, assertive. So I right now am learning how to be an assertive parent instead of a passive parent, because that's where I've come from. So in being a passive parent, I wouldn't correct anything and I just would let it go. Being an aggressive parent, I would get angry about, why are you doing that? And all that. Okay, so let's go on. So I think you get the idea. Okay, so this right here is the 4 quadrants. Okay, so you can, let's get back there. You can see over here, this is, if you remember your math principles, there's the distributive property. We do homeschool, so it's kind of really on my mind a lot. I do math. So right here in your quadrant 1 is what is urgent and important. Okay, so, and then over here in quadrant 2, what is not urgent, but what is important. And then number 3, quadrant 3 is what is not important and is urgent. And then number 4, what is not urgent and not important. Okay, so if we did this with what we do with time, then we would say what's urgent and important might be like the phone ringing, depending on who it is, or it could be like a sales call that we're not interested in. Urgent and not important. Urgent and important is your quadrant 2. That's where you want to work on spending your time, and where is the best productivity that happens. So your quadrant 2 is the best place that you can spend your time. Quadrant 4 is time distracting activities, things that you want to eliminate completely. I think a lot of video games would go here, things that don't really help you build your character, things that are just kind of distracting and delaying you from your purpose of what you're meant to do in life. Okay, so how I use this with parenting and correcting is I went through and I did an analyzing tool. I wrote this quadrant down and I thought in my mind, what is it that I want to correct? What do I see as important? What is not important? What do I see as urgent and what is not urgent? And I would go through each of these things that would come up and I would put it in the quadrant. It was really an amazing exercise when I did this, that I was able to clarify and recognize what it is I wanted in my parenting and how to actually bring that out in what I corrected my children about. So what I found was in quadrant 2 were the things, if you want to look at that again, in quadrant 2 are the things that I believe have to do with character. Things that have honesty concerns or things that will hinder them from living their mission in life. Those things in quadrant 2. things in quadrant 1 I found were like the fights that happen in our home. And yes, they do happen. And it's the parents' job to help correct those. So when there's a problem, you need to teach the correct behavior of what needs to happen. So in quadrant 2, quadrant 1 is those things that that break out that are like fires, okay? So anyway, I just encourage you to go through and do this analyzing exercise. Do it with yourself to try to figure out what it is that is urgent and important for you, what's not urgent and not important. Go through those 4 quadrants and figure out what it is that you want to do with your parenting. I'd like to invite you to connect with me at pathofprovidence.com or on Facebook at Pennie Hill Rumsey. I'd love to be able to connect with you and get to know you. I am starting a few different things right now, and I would love to be able to create with you and share with you. So have a great day, and remember, until next time, to live your purpose with passion and power. Have a great day. Bye.